everybody, Frank Finance here. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Alibaba is a wonderful company, but all companies are going to have to deal with an impending global recession. Now, I say that like it's actually going to happen, but my opinion is that a global recession is either already happening or in the works. So the point is that over the next 6 months, we probably will see a recession, and we likely will see companies affected by it. So the question is what is going to happen to Alibaba during a recession? If you like this type of content, please consider subscribing. Also hit that like button. Now back to your content. All right, so jumping right into it. So first off, Alibaba is definitely consumer discretionary, and a large percentage of their revenue is definitely going to be something that can be taken away from folks' budgets as a economy either one shrinks or two, a recession takes place and people stop spending, or folks lose their job and they just don't have as much money to spend. So those are really the two things. Buying power goes down, as well as, again, with the recent inflation, buyer power goes down anyways. But if folks start to lose their job during recession, as we've seen several US companies start to just lay off 10-15% of their employees, you'll see buying power across the economy go down, and you'll start to see less spending as a result. Now on the other side is just when a recession is announced, folks typically just start to buy a little bit less. Maybe it's 10%, maybe it's 20%, but in that discretionary spending, they definitely start to hoard a little bit of cash. Now, when you can see what happened in early 2020, savings definitely went up across worldwide. I mean, people just started hoarding a little bit of cash, and then that caused a little bit of a price bubble, and we've seen tons of inflation since then. All that to be said, and going back to Alibaba, you will start to see maybe people having less buying power, as well as people spending a little bit less just because of needing to save money and uncertainty in the future. So that's the first reason. Now the flip side to that is that Alibaba does sell a lot of needed commodities that people will still continue to buy because of the ease and the accessibility of the product. There's also still going to be a decent amount of discretionary spending in both US and China markets. So where they are selling and in their cloud business specifically, that probably won't take much of a hit, but in the consumer discretionary business, you may see that take a hit, but still it will only go down, in my opinion, max 20%, which again would just be pretty phenomenal if it actually hit a total of 20%. Now, again, it's a lower margin business on that side. So, but again, that's where they make majority of their revenue right now. That's their cash cow. So it is something that is concerning for Alibaba specifically. They're definitely not a recession-proof company, but they're definitely still investable in my opinion. The last thing is from a recession-proof standpoint is we could see easing up of regulation. A lot of folks are pointing at that. I made a video about all the regulation and what possibly is going to happen in the future regarding Alibaba regulation. They do still have risks there, but possibly here in the next few months, if a recession does take place, you can expect the CCP and the Chinese government to basically kind of back off for a little bit, start to apply less pressure. That will hopefully increase more spending, as well as give Alibaba more incentive to give investments, as they're not worried about pending probes and things into their company that could cause them to bleed more cash. If you like this type of content, please consider subscribing. I do videos on personal finance, investing, and stock analysis. Please hit that like button. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Frank Finance. Out.